Hi, so I'd like to give you a quick introduction to Mr. Carter Maths. It's basically a big collection of resources you can use in the classroom. So I'm going to start by looking at improper fractions. I've tried to build all of these questions so that it's usable on a whiteboard. The kids can see it at the back of the room. Things are laid out in a good mathematical way. With all of these questions there's sets of answers. You can get the kids to mark them themselves, or if they're using it for homework, they can check they're correct as they do it. And the sets of questions always change, so you can keep going back to a resource and using it again for repeated practice. We're going to have a look at a couple more of the topics, so something a bit more graphical. Let's have a look at equations from some geometry. So as you can see, again, very visual. The kids will be able to see at the back of the room, and as you change these you get more questions, and again the answers there so they can mark them. And we'll have a look at one more. What have I got on volume? So again, lots of practice for the kids using some of those key formulas, and answers there so they can mark that as they go. So I'll show you a couple of the other tools. They're the more straightforward things. If you go into custom questions, this is what I found a lot of teachers have really enjoyed using. This is where you can build your own custom question sets. So I could decide I want to do adding fractions, and I want to see what the silver fraction question looked like, which was this one, and I want that to go in my bronze list. Okay, maybe I want my silver to be subtracting. And I want that to go in silver. Maybe I want to do something completely different and have a compound percentages question in gold. And actually I want them to do two of those questions. I would like an area question, a nice easy one in my bronze, and maybe a more difficult one that I can put into my silver. Okay, I hope you can see how you could quite quickly make these sets up to be exactly what you want. So you don't have to do this each time you visit the site. You can generate URL, you get a URL to copy, and it will bring you back to this question set. Up in the corner you can hide the controls. So you've made your own set of questions, really useful for a starter. A couple more tools. We've got the revision tool, which is kind of works like the custom one. Loads of different questions, but you can choose what kind of GCSE grade you're aiming for. So right at the top we've got some pretty tricky stuff to challenge all of them, hopefully. And the final one I'm going to look at something I've built recently, which is called Recall. Just a formula bank. Okay, you click through, you see if the kids know it, and they can have the answer again by just clicking on the formula. See if they got it right. Thanks. Any questions, please get in touch.